Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we discuss ways how we can create environments where employees actually want to go to work and customers want to keep coming back. Hi, I'm Ken Bader, your host for Branding the Experience, and our subject today is don't throw your employees to the wolves. Now, when I do some of the shows that I do, especially when I have the privilege to have guests on with me, whether it's one guest or a panel or what have you, sometimes I have a lot of great content and some of it just doesn't fit. And that was the case when I had a chance to talk to Scott and Christy from one of our earlier episodes this year. Was one of my favorite segments of Am I the Jagoff? And I'm working on a couple more there because I've gotten some good feedback that people find them both humorous and educational, which is exactly my goal, is to be entertaining, then engaging, and then educational in that particular order of my three E's. But there was a segment that just didn't make it onto the original episode that wound up on the cutting room floor, if you will. But I picked it up because there was a good gem there. It just didn't fit into the particular episode where we aired the Am I the Jagoff episode. And it was a brief discussion on restaurants and not throwing your employees to the wolves. And I think that this is really important now as we begin opening back up, that we need to re-embrace our employees to brand the experience for them. I've talked about that in recent episodes, and I'll close with that in just a minute. But let's listen to this segment from Christy and Scott a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Never throw your staff to the wolves. It is bad for your brand. You don't know. No ivory tower. In this industry, we're all boots on the street. We're all hands in the muck. Let's do this. No, I'm 100%. Not the server's fault, management failure.
Right. And Christy makes a good point, and I don't want to tout myself really, but one of the things that my staff respected and admired in my management style was that I would go out and bust tables. I would go out and clean up messes. You know, I own nightclubs, so we had a thing called Yuck Patrol when somebody that drank too much didn't quite make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I took my turn. We didn't just take the lowliest employee and always have him deal with the bad things. The management was right in there doing the dirty jobs too. And that to me is an indication of strong management. Like Christy said, the ones that want to sit in their ivory towers or hide back in the office and just, take notes on what people are doing wrong instead of being a part of the solution is really important in the business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would at least, if we were doing this in person, I would definitely hug Christy for what you just said. Scott, you were right. I don't know if I would give you a hug or not. You're not as good looking. But yeah, and that, if we take nothing else from our crazy little episode here, yeah, all of these problems, when it comes down to it, comes down to management. You have to teach your hostess, okay, if you got a problem, let the customer in on it. You can't just throw your daughter out there without at least a little bit of training. And you have to, in this last situation, understand that, okay, we're going to have an hour where we're going to be in a real
Short
red
staff,
zone,
right.
a real red zone here. So any paperwork or anything else that needs to be done is going to be finished at 3:59, and it's not going to get back to until 5:01 until that second server comes on. As I said before, your employees are your first customer, member, client, whatever you want to call them, depending upon your unique business. Let's not, number one, throw them to the wolves, that's for sure. But more importantly, let's make sure that we're embracing them to help build our experience, especially as we move forward in whatever the heck we want to call it, new normal, pivot, adapt, what have you. You can use whatever phrase or buzzword you'd like, but as we build up again in our business, let's remember that as important as our customers, members, clients are to our business, our employees are even more important because they make it happen. Thank you for spending some time with me today. And here's hoping that you're branding the experience at a very high level for all those you serve. Take care.